Hello and welcome to another lecture. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about assertions in Java. So, what is assertion? So, assertion is a feature which ensures the correctness of an assumption which is made in the program. So, if in programs we will have some assumptions such as for example, if in a program of age calculation, we are expecting the age to be less than 120 of a person. So like that, assumptions should be there. So these assumptions can be validated using the assertions in Java. And assert was introduced in JDK version 1.4. So this was feature was not available in the initial versions, and later it was introduced. And one more thing about assertions are there, that assertions can be by default they are expected to be true, but when the assertions are getting false, then the compiler will throw an assertion error. Usually we will not at all catch that as a error. The assertion error will print the particular message, what is assertion error, that we will able to understand. So assertion error will be thrown into the by the compiler if an assert statement is failing. And you can see the different syntax for asserts are assert followed by the statement, and that is the first syntax. And the second syntax is assert followed by the two statements, one statement, after that another colon and the statement. So we will see about assert, how the statements can, different types of assert statements we can do, and in the programming part of this lecture. And let us discuss one more key feature about assertion is that assertions will not by default will not work in your program, in your environment. You have to enable a flag called as ea flag, or hyphen enable hyphen an EA or hyphen enable assertion. Those two flags has to be on so that the program should be executed. So if you are running your program in Eclipse IDE, you have to have the virtual machine arguments while running the particular program. You have to right click and go to the run as Java application, and we have to specify the virtual machine arguments as hyphen EA. Like that we have to specify in order to assertions to work. So we will see the practical for this program now. Now in this program we are going to discuss about assertions in Java. So we seen about assertions in the theoretical aspects. So here now we will see a practical program. So in this program I am going to check whether number of goals scored is less than 10. So that is like an assertion condition for me. And here you can see the scanner object. I'm taking this, reading the scanner and reading the particular number of whatever the goals scored as a input in this in the value. And I'm checking in the boolean condition in the assert statement, the particular boolean condition whether it is less than 10. Assert statement will work. If it fails, if the goals code is greater than 10, then the assert statement will fail, and then there will be an assertion error. Let us see the output of this program. Before going to the output, we have to tell you one more thing, that you have to enable the as a flag ea hyphen ea flag in the virtual arguments for your particular program. So you have to, when you run as application Java application, at that time you can supply the virtual machine arguments. In that you have to supply the hyphen ea virtual machine argument. Then only you will be able to see the assertion error. Now let us see the output of this program. So here you can see it is prompting me to enter some number of goals. So I'll enter a value. So here you can see I entered a large value and it is throwing an assertion error. So this is how assertions can be used in the program. So we can manually write some conditions to validate and assume that particular conditions to be true. And if it fails, then assertion errors will throw. So the people will know that there is an large value which is not assumed. So that's it about this output of this program. Now let us see another program based on assert keyword. Now in this program we are going to see the second syntax of assert keyword. So assertions can be done in another way. So here you can see In this program I am going to check height of people, so that if the height is less than a certain limit it will throw an assertion error, and if his height is greater than a particular limit then I will throw an assertion error. So that is the goal. And now let us see this program. So here in this program, in the main method, I have declared a scanner object to hold the particular value which we will input, and then after that declaring the assertions. So one assertion is to calculate it is less than a particular limit, and another is to check whether it is greater than a particular limit. So this is how this assertion statement of the second type is there. Here you can see the message. If we can pass a string into the next statement, so that this message will be printed into the console when this assertion error will throw. Let us see the output of this program. So here you can see it is prompting me to ask enter a value. So I'll enter a large value. So here you can see it is throwing an assertion error stating the message too long. So the message what we printed in the along with the assert statement has been printed correctly. So this is how assert statement of the second type is there. So we can use assertions in programs where we are not sure about you want to assume something in the program to be always working fine, and if it is not working fine then there should be an error thrown. So like that we will write the code, and you have to enable the assertion flag always to work the assert keyword. So that's it about this lecture in assertions. Thank you for watching. I will be back with another lecture in the next video. Thank you.